Okay, so it's day 82 of going through my old journal entries, I think. Yeah. So here is the quote for today. Never get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life. Do you find yourself too busy at times that it keeps you from enjoying your life? Are you busy with important things, or are you overcommitted to things that you should have said no to? Okay, so that connects a little bit with what I said yesterday at the end. But yeah, if you're following along, just pause for a second and think about what you feel about this. And here's what I said. I don't know, this could go one of two ways depending on what my mood was like when I answered this. So we'll see what I said. So I said, I've recently stopped saying yes to some things, particularly things that I feel like I want to do in the moment. Okay. I have a tendency to become interested in something and jump headfirst into it. At that moment, I feel extremely inspired and motivated. But after that initial burst of motivation, I find it hard to follow through and end up feeling stressed and anxious about all the commitments I made during that burst of motivation. And again, looking into the ADHD stuff, that seems something that's typical. And I said, because of this, I've been actively trying to hold myself back during these bursts. I think that's helped me because, like, now that I recognize what it is, when I feel that burst of motivation, when I feel like, oh, I want to reach out to this person or this group, or I want to do this or I want to do that, I'm like, hold on, like, just maybe write down your idea, keep that on the back burner for a minute and see how you feel about it, like, in a week or two. And so, yeah, I said, instead of jumping into commitments, I write my ideas down and wait a while to see if it's something I really want to do. I will continue to work toward things, but just in ways that don't rely on me getting locked into anything. So again, back to the commitment thing. I used to feel like committing to things with other people would help keep me accountable, because that's what people say. They're like, oh, you have to stay accountable. And I think for some people, like, that does help. But to me, I feel like I found that it just, like, gives me too much stress. And I'm not actually, like, accomplishing, like, what I wanted to accomplish in the end. So, yeah, I said I used to feel like committing to things with other people to help keep me accountable and follow through. And it has sometimes worked, but it worked in a way that made me feel more stress and anxiety than I was happy with. And I said, I don't know. I feel like this may hinder me from accomplishing some big goals, but I'm starting to value my peace over obtaining massive achievements in my life. So, yeah, I would say there are a lot of times that I was too busy, and I still feel pretty busy, but I feel like I've been working on it, and I'm getting to a place to where it's a lot more manageable for me. So I am getting better at saying no to things, and I think it's definitely, like, benefited me. So yeah, like, I still remember this movie with, I think it was Jim Carrey, Yes Man. And the point of that was the total opposite. It was like, just say yes to everything. And I'm just like, and when you watch that, you feel inspired of, like, oh, I should just start saying yes to things. But actually, I don't think that was a good lesson from a movie. I mean, it worked out in the movie for him, but, like, I think in reality, that's not a good thing for most people to do. Like, I think you just get burnt out or get taken advantage of. So I think you do need to, like, think about what you're saying yes to, and not, like, overburden yourself, and, like, so you can focus on the things that you really are more passionate about and gonna stay committed to. And so, like, I felt a little bit like that when I joined this bodybuilding competition. Like, I'm doing a bodybuilding competition. Well, not like a bodybuilding competition. It's I'm working towards, so this is the thing with me bodybuilding. I was afraid that this was going to be something that I was, like, jumping head first into, and I did that a couple summers ago. Like, I paid a lot of money to hire like this trainer, and I'm like, I want to compete in this show in November. I've got like 6 months, you know, can you help me like get there? And I spent a lot of money, and I thought, you know, I'm spending this amount of money. I'm really going to commit to this, but then it just ended up being too much. I got COVID and like all these things happened, but like I was just doing too much, and it wasn't the right way for me to do it. And so after that fell through, you know, I kind of like took some time away, and then I, you know, towards the beginning of this year, I was like, you know, I do want to work towards that still, but I don't want to do it in a way that I'm going to feel locked in and a lot of stress. So I have been working up slowly throughout this year, doing things at home, building up habits to get me towards that. And I did jump into this like ultimate shred competition, which is basically like a mock bodybuilding competition, I guess. Like, it's online and it's a competition against other people, but it's not like I'm not going to be on stage and everything. So I felt like it was kind of a soft way to do that, and it was less of an investment and less of feeling locked in. Like, I knew at any time, like, I don't have a coach like meeting with me every week to get check in with and things like that. This is more just kind of like at your own pace, and then at the end, you know, you can submit and see if you've, you know, made a transformation. And it was only $97 or $93, I don't remember, less than $100. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, it's an investment, but it's not so much that, you know, if it gets too much, I'm gonna feel like that bad about quitting, I guess. And that's worked for me. Like, I am in a place now to where I can fit something like that in, and it's working out for me really well. I'm almost halfway through with it, and so yeah. But I did it in a way that I wasn't like felt super locked in and committed. But we'll see. I do have the help of my roommate that's keeping me kind of like motivated, but I don't know. I think saying no to other things and building habits to where I can get in a place where I can commit to more things is really helping me out. Just kind of like dropping everything and kind of stepping back, and then slowly adding in more things has been really helpful for me. So anyway, that's what I have for day 82, and I will be back tomorrow with day 83.